Hey everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles. I hope you guys are entered into my giveaway competition. If not, just check out my giveaway video and do it so that you can get a free, you might be the one who wins a free reading and healing with me over the phone. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 60-second challenge. So I am going through all of your star signs. You can check your moon and your rising sign as well. And I'm going to try to spend just a minute on each one of them. All right, so the way that I do this so I can remember where I'm at is I start with air and then I go on to earth and then I go fire and then water. So I keep it kind of like in alphabetical order, okay? So I'm going to be starting off. Now what I'm going to do, I think to save time, is I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to pick out the 12 signs so that I don't have to waste time shuffling in between. So just give me a second and I'm going to do that. So we've got Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, Gemini. This will be the order, the way that I'm saying it. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, now fire, Aries, Leo, just one message for everyone, and Sagittarius, and then Pisces, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Underneath for everybody, the Four of Wands. So something is definitely shifting into this higher vibration, okay? And I want to talk to you guys about vibration and what's going on and all that later. But we're moving into much, much happier phases, all right? A lot of the clearing out has happened. There are a lot of solar storm activities that's going to continue to happen. But let's start with Aquarius. So time sort of starts now. Aquarius, you have the Eight of Swords. All right, so you're in a situation which you feel mentally you can't get out of, maybe even physically, emotionally. There's something that you feel like you can't get out of. There's something where you feel stuck into a situation. It's funny because as we see, there is a way forward, but you're not really seeing it right now, okay? This also comes up when there are conflicting people in your life messing with you, all right? So sometimes people are it's just an accumulation of negative energy that's built up where other people are sending the energy, or you've been feeling it, or you've been extra sensitive or whatever of late. And this card is just showing, look, don't give in to any negative emotions at the moment. Don't give in to doubts, worries, or concerns or fears. It's really time when you get yourself stuck in a situation or people are sending negative vibes your way, or you feel like everything's going wrong. That is the crucial time that you've got to use faith, right? And see a way forward and, say, okay, I know that this is happening to me. I'm cleansing and clearing the energy and I'm moving forward. I'm embracing my truth and I don't care what anyone thinks or what they're trying to do. I'm still going to keep on. An easy path is going to happen for me. So sometimes your greatest revenge, or in fact all of the time, your greatest revenge is your happiness, okay? So it's time, even though you're going to get this build-up of accumulated energy, it's time to move forward. So for Aquarius, move forward even in the face of adversity and do what you've always wanted to do, right? Don't let anything stop you, or don't worry about what anybody else is thinking either, okay? Keep on going. Aquarius, Gemini. See, Gemini, you're going through a time of despair here as well. Even though we see this coming up for you now as a time of anxiety and things are going on and the energy is crazy and you're trying to do stuff and you're trying to move forward, and it's like one thing after another keeps on happening to you, and you may have been going through a time where you just can't sleep, or, just feeling this grief, or out of nowhere crying, or, everything's coming to the friggin' surface, right? And the Nine of Swords here being active for you, as in your card coming forward, shows you moving past it also. the green and the gold and the red, also talking about the healing that's there available to you, but also not to suppress your feelings, because when you suppress feelings, right, you suppress pain in the body, you suppress feelings within yourself. That is what leads to the feelings of depression, loneliness, of being alone, and, you know, isolated, abandoned, rejected. All those kinds of things come from suppressing what you're feeling now. So don't do it. Okay, if this is happening for you, allow yourself to have this moment in your life. Allow yourself to feel, okay, because it's only through feeling that you can burst out through all of the emotional pain and release it forever, right? So this won't last. This is passing. Give yourself a break. Don't be hard on yourself at this time. Allow yourself to feel, but also see yourself as moving into a brighter future. When we hit rock bottom, it's actually a good thing, because there's only one way, and that's up from there. Okay, so Gemini, Aquarius, it seems like you know, the energy of being a little bit stuck for the air signs. Libra here is the 7 of Cups. So Libra, you've got many things coming up at once for you. Ideas, situations, and maybe people or thoughts or memories of the past as well. And I just get a sense for Libra that you're feeling like you have let somebody down, or you could have done more, or you should have been more, or you should have been there, or there's something where you're kicking yourself up the butt a little bit, being a little bit hard on yourself in one way or another. And this is coming in because you're not seeing the results of your results of manifesting yet. You're not seeing those results yet. So you're feeling like, well, that may not be happening for me because I've done all these things, or maybe I shouldn't have done that. And then the mind starts to spiral, you know, into all of these different scenarios. Okay, don't let that happen. See it for what it is. Check yourself when you're overthinking, and say to yourself, you know, whatever's happened in the past has happened. There's nothing I can do about it other than forgive myself and the situation, you know, and allow it to move through me as things trigger up and out. So air signs, looks like you're going through a time of adjustments. You know, things are coming to the surface rapidly. I see that as a really, really good thing, and part of your healing process as well when we have it sitting there. Okay, it's exposed and it's raw. Feelings are real. Don't berate yourself for having feelings, or for feeling like you could have done more, or whatever it is that you're going through at the moment. Is your time. You're allowing time as well. And it's only going to get better from here as you accept it and begin to accept yourself and move forward. Okay, so we have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Then we have Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So Capricorn, major transitioning for you too. Okay, this is the card of death, the card of complete finishing. Whatever, this is like the Ten of Swords. Okay, maybe without the stab in the back. Something completely is finished for you, Capricorn. It's no point continuing or trying to continue or wasting your effort. When things finish, it's time to have the courage to move forward and go with the flow of the energy, right? Instead of this resistance, because Capricorn, you always like to make sure that it's going to be, you know, the right decision for you before you do anything. Now it's like the decision has been made for you, the finish has come, the ending is here, you know, and from here you can start to, if you go with the flow, you can start to see that this was necessary. Okay, so whatever has ended here has been a necessary finish. Sometimes this comes up, of course, as we know with tarot, an actual death, but there needs to be surrounding cards that you know, support it. Right now we're just doing one message for you guys, and that's just showing the ending, the completion of a cycle, the beginning of a new one. And obviously there's something spiritual about this as well. You see this bishop here, you know, and it's time. It really is time for this new phase of your life to begin. So don't be afraid. Let it go behind you. Let it finish. Let it end. Don't try to figure out the motives, and just allow the new day to dawn in your life, Capricorn. It's always for the best. Okay, Taurus, you have the Temperance. So you're at this major point of balance in your life, Taurus. The Archangel Gabriel is here. You know, the Archangel Gabriel is bringing you the messages as well from the divine. You know, also a sense or a need for nurturing the self, making sure that you're putting yourself first and getting ready, because there are things that are about to really shift in your life for the better. You're going to be able to see or reap the results of all of your hard work. If you are into energies or if you're into healing, it also shows a flow of healing for you especially, so not just for everybody else but for you as well, and a sense that you need to be open to the messages that are coming forward. There must be some messages that you're receiving, maybe that you're not listening to, and now is the time, because Gabriel's working with you and you've reached this amazing point in your life. You know, this is for Taurus, where everything is balancing itself out, and this is kind of like where you needed to be. It's like you've made that point in your life, and now there can be balance and alignment for you as well. Drinking a lot of water too. I'm just getting that message for Taurus. Make sure that you're keeping yourself hydrated, all right? Now, Virgo, the 10 of Wands. So Virgo energy is tough. It's like you're moving upstream instead of going with the flow, even though you can see the growth on the rods there, on the wands. You know, this is all your own hard work. This is what you've been working towards, Virgo. But you kind of, like, it's like you're behind a brick wall at the moment and you're still trying to push it. You know, if something is finished, it's finished. If something is, you know, not working for you and you've tried every which way to get around it, you know, and you've tried to, you know, heal it and it just keeps on coming up or whatever, you know, this struggle needs to stop. So this is for Virgo. So the struggle needs to end, and it's a struggle that you're perhaps creating for yourself a little bit without realizing it, you know, making it harder for yourself. You're trying all these different angles to resolve a situation or to fix it. And, you know, it's time for you to step back from the whole thing completely, perhaps. You know, you're making it really difficult for yourself here. Not seeing how easy it can be just to drop all of that, right? So that's the message for Virgo. Drop any extra weight that you're carrying energetically, other people, family members, problems, trying to help everybody. Stop trying to do that now. It's up to people to fix things on their own. Just pull back from the whole situation and life is going to get easier. So there's something creative also for Virgo that's trying to come through. Listen to those impulses, those creative impulses, all right, that is leading you into a new future that's an easier route for you than what you've been trying to do. Okay, moving on to the fire signs. And I think that we're losing some light in here. I'm trying my best. Okay, fire signs. It's getting really dark outside. Aries, let's start with Aries. So Aries, you have the King of Cups as your main card. This could be your personality as well. Very psychic at the moment, very in tune, very in touch with your emotions perhaps. This has been coming up for Aries. But I actually do feel for Aries, this is the King of Cups. This is usually a water sign. I actually feel as I'm looking at this that there's a bit of hesitancy within you in a new direction in your life. You're like, okay, it seems good, but I don't know. What if this happens? What if that happens? Okay, so firstly, when you're trying to figure out whether it's your intuition or whether it's just a thing that you're repeating, ask yourself, okay, how do I feel when I first thought about that situation? Do I feel warm about it? Or do I immediately feel anxiety? Okay, because if you immediately feel anxiety, you know, and that's just not something that is interfere, it's like the first thing that you had, then that is a true reality for you. So you shouldn't do it. It's like they say, when you meet somebody in your life and it's supposed to be a loving relationship, it's calm. You know, when you meet someone and you feel all, oh my God, you know, and all excited and bubbled up inside, then it's not the right thing. You know, it's just not. It's actually a panic attack. So you got to go with the calm. So when you're trying to make a decision about where you're going, where do you feel calm? Okay. And if it's a repetition of the past, clear that away, detach yourself from it and try again. Okay, is this really me? Close your eyes. Is this really me? You know, is this really the right decision for me? Yes or no? You will get an answer, okay, when you are asking your body for an answer or asking the angels or whoever you want to. So you're hesitating about something, okay, but again, like I said to you, Aries, your psychic senses are on point. So what's the problem? You know, don't delay. If you want to move forward, do it, you know, but only do it if you truly feel it on an inner level. Decisions to be made for Aries, all right? Cancer, what's this? King's coming up for the water signs. No, it's not the water signs, it's the fire signs. Leo. Okay, we have the Leo side, the King of Wands, which is exactly the Leo card anyway. Okay, you see the lions on here, you see the growth on the staff, all right? And with this card, although you can't tell, but I can tell from looking at it, he's looking down slightly into his past. So there's a situation for Leo involving dream time and visions, etc., feelings and emotions, creativity that is reminding you of the past as well. Okay, this is something for all the fire signs. Seems like there's a sort of memory coming up, right, and churning up. So for Leo, you have to embrace your business skills and your own business sense. And I know things have been difficult lately, and you really are feeling the changes, especially when the sun does something. You know, that's our ruling planet. In the moment, we're getting all these solar stuff, so we get irritable and tired and all that kind of stuff as well. So it's hard to focus. But it's saying, you know, you're really, really capable. There could be somebody that comes forward that offers a business opportunity as well, or has some advice for you, or is trying to help you in some way. Okay, don't be so stubborn that you don't take the help when it comes. But also remember that you are very, very capable, that things are going to shift and change for you, you know, for your own benefit. And it's going to get easier as well as you move forward. Things are going to, you're going to find yourself more grounded and in tune, okay? But accept the help that's coming forward. Don't be so stubborn that you don't listen. And remember that you have all of the business talents that you need. If you've been thinking about starting your own business, it may be time, this may be someone who helps you do that, or just yourself. But there's a message of it being time, or time is of the essence for Leo. And healing is happening as well. Now, Sagittarius, the Queen of Swords. Okay, so for the Queen of Swords card here for Sagittarius, you know, there's this sensation that, or a feeling within me of you needing to speak out, to communicate. And maybe you have been communicating in a harsher manner and it's time to soften the blow, or that you need to be tougher. So whatever way it is for you, okay? Sometimes it comes up with someone who's divorced or is about to get divorced, or, you know, divorced lady, someone who's older, someone who's got children, etc. My feeling is it's more about your communication skills, and maybe for Sagittarius, you know, the thinking part of it, you know, needs to clear. Like maybe you're overthinking, or over-analyzing a situation. I also get this sensation that perhaps there are people, or too many people, that are trying to give you advice, and it's all conflicting. You know, it could be that you're going to many different readers or psychics or something like that, or people, and, you know, they're picking up, oh, this is what you need to do. And then the next one you go to says something completely different. And then the next one says something, then you don't know what the hell to do, right? And it's time that you listen to your inner voice. This particular queen is looking into her future, you know, and the future of your life for Sagittarius is how you think and how you then communicate with others, and also how you see yourself. So one, don't be too hard on who you are and where you've been and, you know, what you've been doing. Two, don't listen to conflicting advice or be talking too much or listening to gossip, you know, lowering your energy like that. And three, if there's somebody that is causing a concern for you, you know, it's time for you to move completely away from it right now. You know, it's just time. So don't deny it anymore, okay? So for Sagittarius, speak up, use your communication skills, and listen to your own inner voice instead of the opinions of everybody else who may have their own best interest at heart. Okay, now for the water signs, for Pisces. Now, Pisces, you've got the devil connection, okay? So it's like somebody has some kind of hold over you, or they think that they do, okay? There's some situation here that is not right. This situation with the devil shows somebody, well, the devil in themselves, who is most likely a narcissist type of personality. So they manipulate situations or try to manipulate situations. And sometimes this can be like a wife or a husband or something. So there's a relationship there, and sometimes the person can be lording over the relationship. But more often than not, besides being in the wrong type of situation like that, this is someone from outside the circle who is trying to have influence over you in one way or another, and using emotional blackmail in order to do this. This is Pisces, okay? The devil card comes up can come up in very different specific meanings, or in different circumstances. And sometimes the devil can be actually a really good card. But when I see this come up, it's like, okay, you need to protect yourself, all right? Someone is going out of their way to really start to stir up some trouble, okay, for you. And they're using manipulation as their weapon. And also your emotions, because you're a Pisces and you have your emotions on your sleeve, and you feel bad about things and you put yourself last, or you have been in the past. And these people rely on your past, emotional self, in order to keep the manipulation going, right? But you've gone through your own changes and growth and patterns. They're not aware of that though, but they're still trying to manipulate you, okay? It's a very good thing to bring in your angels, guides, and ancestors. Also the energy of Jesus, or the energy of like the creator energy, and also just working with the elemental energies to just put a block around yourself, send out love and light. That's all you can do. But don't give in to any of these temptations to defend yourself, or, fight it out or whatever. It needs to go. This person has come up before for Pisces as well, I'm sure of it. And here it is again, they're trying their thing. Could be some bad energy that they're using to try to manipulate. So you've got your own guns, use them. I don't mean actual physical guns. I mean you have your own tools and weapons spiritually. So use those, okay? And just protect yourself and send love and light and forgiveness. And do not respond to anything that may try to trigger you at the moment, Pisces. Okay, you're stronger than this, and you're going to get through this. Cancer, the 9 of coins. So I feel like there's a situation where you're being offered something for your own talents, something that you've been working on perhaps for a while behind the scenes, and it starts coming forward for you, and it's going to be quite lucrative. Cancer, if you've been denying your own abilities and denying, what you can do, it's time to rehaul, check everything out, clear everything out, do a declutter of your body, mind, spirit, environment around you, declutter, get yourself into a really, really powerful state and move forward. It's like you have signs and luck and support all on your side. Maybe there was a situation that you wanted to do before, but it wasn't the right timing, and now you're able to do it, and you're going to feel really good, really grounded, and really strong in that as well. So for Cancer, it's all happening. Just keep on moving forward, doing whatever you've been doing, because it's working for you, and the manifestation is starting to come in thick and fast. And for Scorpio, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is awesome as well with regards to finances, life in general, just the luck changing, So for Scorpio, it's like you've been going through this up and down and up and down and up and down. And 1 minute you're okay, and then something happens, and then you're okay. And so you've been going through a roller coaster, okay? And when I see the Wheel of Fortune for you guys in this instance, it's like, okay, karmic stuff is behind you now, and you've rolled over and flipped over into the next phase of your life, and it's going to get so much easier for you. It's like, also unexpected turns of events taking place. You need to remain really, really grounded in that as well. So ground yourself every day, going outside or using your crystals or just picking up a stone. Like, where's my stone? Here. Like, I have these stones. Okay, so finding sort of stones and rocks and things when out walking, just rocks, like ordinary rocks or stones, or, you know, this is like a quartz, sort of quartzite rock or whatever. You know, just finding these are really, really powerful at just pulling you in and grounding you in, you know, creating little rituals for yourself, or, you know, embracing yourself with the elements as well, bringing it all together kind of thing, really, really helps you, right? So for Scorpio, the things are turning, okay, times are changing. Whatever you've had to deal with, you're no longer going to have to deal with that exact same thing again. But make sure that you are really balanced with all of your energies as you go through this next phase. All right, everybody. I think, you know, we're all going through some major transformation energy right now as we're going to embrace a new month, like coming up in June. And I'm going to be doing the month guidance for June really soon, and some larger readings as well. Okay, so listen to your gut feeling. You know, remember that there's a lot of stuff planetary going on. There's a lot of stuff energetically going on, and solar storms and all this kind of stuff happening, which cause stormy, you know, issues to take place as well around you, and people to get all funny and flighty and irritable, etc. So be patient with yourself in the process. Thank you very much for listening, subscribing, sharing, being here. You know, let's get more people listening. You know, I really do want to push and share my message to everybody that I can, so that we all know we can do it in our own unique way, okay? And until next time, many blessings, and bye for now. Bye.